Iconic brands don't find themselves in that position because of luck. They are considered, consistent, and downright meticulous when it comes to defining, designing, and developing their brand. I'm going to go through 7 traits of iconic brands that you can emulate to create a brand that your audience loves. Number 1, know your audience. If you want to build an iconic brand, you need to be crystal clear on your target audience. You need to understand who they are, what motivates them, what they're trying to achieve, and how your brand fits into their life. By understanding your audience's demographics, psychographics, motivations, and aspirations, you can actually position your brand to be exactly what they're looking for when that problem that they have arises. Number 2, know your purpose. Iconic brands know why they exist beyond making a profit, and they understand how the purpose is a core of everything they do as a brand. Purpose acts like fuel for your company, moving it consistently forward, but it also acts like a compass, and it actually makes a difference when it comes to how you market, communicate, design your brand. But it can also make a difference with regards to culture, operations, sales, everything you do as a business. So effectively understanding what your purpose is can help you to become an iconic brand. Number 3, be consistent. Consistency, clarity, and focus are the 3 most important ingredients to becoming an iconic brand. Making sure you have consistency across your brand's design, messaging, all the touch points your audience interacts with in your internal culture will have a compound effect on your brand. It'll be like a snowball rolling down a hill. So the more that consistent you are, the more it builds on itself and develops that brand over time. If you have any inconsistency, all you do is you weaken that compound effect, and you have the ability of confusing your audience so they forget what your brand's all about, or it just throws them off completely. So if you can keep that consistency, you drum that relevancy into their mind and that memorability, and that's how you can build an iconic brand. The more consistent you are, the more unified your brand will become, and that will have an impact on your brand awareness and how many people actually know about your brand and become a loyal brand advocate. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed the video so far, and put in the comments below, who do you think is the most iconic brand? Let us know in the comments below. Iconic brands swim in the opposite direction to their competitors, or as Marty Neumeier would put it, they zig when the competition zags. Celebrate your uniqueness and double down on what makes you individual as a brand. Use difference as your strength. Do not think of it as a weakness compared to your competitors. Double down on that uniqueness, that individualism. What makes you unique? What is the thing that you can do that no one else can? Celebrate it, promote it, get out there as much as you can. Number 5, solve your audience's problems. Now, every iconic brand that you could list helps their audience to overcome a problem. Even aspirational lifestyle brands help their audience to overcome a problem or to reach a new aspirational identity. By understanding your audience and understand the problems they have, you can position yourself as a solution to those problems. You create instant relevancy and memorability, so when they actually need you or when they have that problem show up in their life, you're the first brand they think of, and that is a step to becoming an iconic brand. 6, be a storyteller. Humans think in narratives. We have done for thousands of years. The way we think about our life is a narrative, so you can see why we are so drawn to stories. Sometimes when people hear storytelling when it comes to business or branding, they think of an origin story. Now that has its place, but storytelling doesn't have to be about an origin story of a company. Storytelling, especially with iconic brands, they can tell a story in a social media post, in a 6-second YouTube video, and they can take their audience on a journey of narrative transportation in that short amount of time. Storytelling isn't limited to the medium of just print. You can tell story through a video, through a series of images, in a brochure, in lots of different ways, even through your sales and your customer service representatives. They can tell stories on behalf of your company. You can even tell stories internally to improve your company culture. Effectively leverage storytelling with your business in order to build your brand. It's what iconic brands do, and you need to be able to do it in order to build an iconic brand. Number 7, have personality. In today's busy digital space, what sets you apart is your personality, your brand's personality, the stories you tell and the way you solve your audience's problem. Brand personality adds a human edge to your brand. It gives you the opportunity to differentiate even more from your competition, and it allows you to become the archetypal character your audience are currently looking for. And by defining a strong brand personality, it means that you can show up consistently time after time with the right tone of voice, using the right language in the right way. So whether your brand is the rebel, is the hero, is the sage, is the creator, whatever it is, embrace that, use it to your advantage, and use that throughout your brand's messaging, design, everything you do to leverage that personality. This is often overlooked by brands and actually adds a little magic sprinkling on top of your brand that creates those raving fans, creates connection, and creates memorability like no other. Two great examples of this, Harley Davidson and M&M's. If you want to see great brand personality, that's two. Another couple would be Dollar Shave Club and Ben & Jerry's. Check those out for great examples of personality. So now you know the steps to create an iconic brand. The first step you have to take is to find out what your brand currently is. So we have a brand health check assessment. It takes about 4 minutes and it will give you a customized report based on your brand. It will tell you what your brand is good at, what you're not so good at, and where you could improve. If you're interested in that, there is a link in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, videos come out weekly and they're designed to help you unlock your brand's potential so you can stand out from the competition and create impact. Please subscribe using the button below and hit the bell notification so that you're notified every time a new video drops. Have a great week, catch up soon, and keep those brands unified.